Welcome to Gelchsheim, the village I will always call home and the starting point of our daily life in the stable. More about the village later, but for now it's feeding time in the barn. The animals get fed twice a day. In the summer they get fresh cut grass, and during the winter times we feed them hay. This stable used to be a barn, but my father decided to rebuild it in the early 2000s, and before that it was my grandparents' farm. Despite Caruso's strict diet of only 2 small meals a day, he's a bit of a chubby boy. Probably has found an extra food source somewhere nearby. Besides grass, Luca also gets oats and pellets, which we keep in a silo above the stable in the hayloft. Gelchsheim is a tiny village in Bavaria. Only like 600 people are living here, and it's the kind of place where you know everybody. Almost everyone owns his own house. Often it's passed from one generation to the next, and many in the village still farm professionally and make their income from agriculture. Others just garden on the side and just do it for fun, not for business. That's a castle in Gelchsheim. You might think it's really old, but surprisingly it's not. I only found out recently that it was rebuilt in 1918. Today it's a clinic which is focused on natural medicine and healing. And even though almost everyone in the village knows each other, hardly anyone has anything to do with the castle or its owner. I feel like that's a typical thing, a typical village thing. There's always the one person or family no one's really in contact with. My family doesn't have a garden and nobody in my family is really the green thumb type, but these gardens are provided by the municipality of Gelchsheim and they're divided into small plots and you can rent them for as long as you want. Most of them have been in the hands of the same family for over decades. This place holds so many memories from my childhood. I spent most of my summers here or riding. It looks way better now since it was renovated. Also there's a small shop that sells not only ice cream but also cold drinks, fries and steaks. After we fed the horses, now it's our turn. This is Luca. Technically he is my mother's horse. Now that he's retired, she's the one taking care of him. But before that, I rode him every day for years and I really loved it. We compete together in both show jumping and dressage, and riding him was a big part of my daily routine. I do miss it, but for Luca it's the best way. He's just enjoying life in our stable and he didn't move with me when I left Gelchsheim for university. Now he's 20 and hopefully he still has a few good years ahead of him. We get our straw from a farmer just a few houses down. He used some of our land and in return, besides rent, he gives us the straw. In a German village like this, clubs and associations are a big deal. Almost everyone's is in at least one and most are in several. I basically grew up in a riding club. Both of my parents ride and have been on the board for years, and so it's always been a part of my world. So you have just seen our morning routine. and just saw how we cleaned the stable. And Luca's getting his workout in as well. Now we're going to grab the ponies and going for a walk. Afterwards we will get the tractor and cut some grass. I mean, you have seen our village as well a bit. I feel like it's a great place to come here all the time. I mean, I grew up here and I spent most of my life here in this village. Even though sometimes it really pulls me outside, like I like to travel and so on. I mean, I also studied in Berlin, a big city, but it still really pulls me in here. I mean, it's super easy. My parents are living here, and I like being here as well. I still have many friends living here. So yeah, it's always a great place. I hope that you kind of get to understand what German village is about. Like, it's small, everybody knows everybody. I mean, you saw it in the video as well. And during the summertime, it's just everything is green. Even though we're not living in a beautiful area, I have to admit that. It's a lot of agriculture here. So, not a beautiful landscape or anything. But anyways, it's just green and it's still nature, it's nice. We get the ponies as Luca's company, and sometimes local kids help take care of the ponies, but mostly it's ours. Like, we walk them and let them out on the paddock. They are mother and daughter, and we would say they've settled in quite nicely. One tradition in Germany is to put a tree up at the 1st of May, Labor Day. Actually, like the day before 1st of May it's happening. Could use the car to pick up grass, but on a warm, sunny Saturday, it's way more fun with the tractor. Plus, it's more convenient since it's already at a stable, and it's actually still the same tractor my grandparents used. During the summer, we prefer feeding the fresh grass because it's more nutritious. The horses also definitely like it better than hay. We actually got lucky. The weather turned in the evening, but we had finished everything just in time. Now it's just the second feeding of the day, which is exactly the same as in the morning, and that's pretty much it. One more thing, we forgot to put ointment on the cat, but now that's really it. A day in the state.
Não vai ter carnaval